Now, people may not know about this translucent female, but she is the conservative type. A lot of the alt-right members like her, a lot of the white nationalists like her. You know, she's about white identity, conservative ideals, and on here, which I don't understand how she has a Instagram page, she is dressed up in Muslim garb as a joke. You know, this is something that they do. It's no different, and she's young. You can see that she's young, and it's no different than when they were in blackface. I mean, people are trying to say it's 2017, it's 2017, this stuff is not going on, it's not like it used to be, but yet we are continually bombarded with imagery from the same group of parasites that are doing the same thing. They're just doing the same thing. It's ridiculous. And like I said, it may not be all of them, but it is the overwhelming majority of them. So many of them that their own cannot keep them under control. So you see, here's the picture with the American flag. You know, they talk about respecting the American flag, but she has it as a bandana around her head, as if that shows respect in any regard with guns. It's just the typical, she wants to be the new Tommy Loren. They're trying to find a new blonde airhead. Now, if you go to Reddit or to a lot of the different places where these alt-right members congregate, you can definitely see, even on Twitter, that they are up in arms and they are saying some very nasty things about their golden girl, as far as her posing in pictures. And they were saying that, oh, this is her boyfriend. They are saying this man is Muslim. They don't really know that, unless they personally know him or went on his page and he said he is, or they found that information out some way. But the story out there is he is a brown person or possibly a Muslim, and she is seen here hanging out with him and in pictures with him. And they were saying, oh, this is her boyfriend. She had boyfriends who were brown, basically, is the issue. If they have any drop of melanin in them, or if they have a tan to their skin, it's a problem. They have to be extremely translucent and pale, or else they don't like it. And here, I mean, it looks like it may be a costume party. It looks like they may be on campus even. It looks like a school or something like that. They look like classmates, but the her alt-right fans went ape shit when they saw these pictures. And also this picture. What they'll do is she'll use this picture. You know, I took a picture with this black dude, and I'm not racist, but you have to see even his channel and the things that he talk about. So them being in a picture together is understandable if you know where to find him and what he's all about. But here on her YouTube page, you can see the destruction of history. You can see the nightmare of mass immigration. Exactly. And some of this stuff I do agree with, like the nightmare of mass immigration. The Native Americans, it was a nightmare. It was just hell on earth for them. And then here you see this traditionalism or freedom. And again, look at who she's dressed as. I mean, I think you already know what she is. She's another Tommy Loren. And then this Negro, he has a channel named Thatguy T, and he has hashtag Black Lives Matter. I'm sick of you niggas. One of these I'm above it all Negroes, a We Are the World Negro. He is someone who basically tries to say that, because we're not in antebellum chattel slavery, that there are no problems, and Black people are where they are because there's nothing in their way and it's all on them. There's nothing that is stopping us from rising above. Nothing at all. No system, no nothing. Nothing that we have to battle through. Slavery is over, even though people are being sold in Libya and around the world, in the United States, and that's including sex slaves, child sex slaves, and you can go on and on with that. He's trying to be intellectually dishonest, and he thinks he's being very smart, intelligent. He's above it all. He's one of those intellectual Negroes, is what he is trying to push himself as, but he sounds like an absolute dumbass. Saying all of that, I ended up looking at someone else who covered this story. There's a few people who covered this about the alt-right being up in arms about Lauren Southern posing with a Black man, posing with brown men. But what really irked me was the comments, some of the comments underneath some of the people who covered the story. And here this commenter said, once again, the fragility of alt-right translucent males is demonstrated. Even the mere idea of a translucent female showing interest in a man of melanated persuasion triggers them into a homicidal frenzy. And the person underneath them said they don't want to see a translucent female with any group of men, melanated men especially, but they be the main ones whoring around with all races of women. And the type of man that's in the alt-right or a white nationalist, they don't whore around with all types of women. They would rape. That's not a consensual relationship. That's deviancy. But they usually do stick to their own. These true Aryan race people, they stick to their own. And this person said, we can steal your woman at any time, translucent man, hashtag Mr. Steal Your Girl. And it was some other one saying, she's enjoying the BBC, and it was just, high fives, laughter. But the only issue that I had with it is just the hypocrisy of it. If we're going to sit here and look at this woman and make these jokes concerning her, hugged up with a melanated man, and we're making these jokes, please, let's make these same jokes when you see it the other way around. And I think that's what it is. I'm looking at the hypocrisy of it. When you see a female, a melanated female with a translucent male, it should be the same type of joke, they say they're for translucent power, and they want to be a nation, and they want to be by themselves. So, why are they over here with this woman? She shouldn't be called names. I don't see anybody calling these men, that name bedbug or a coon, or those names that they put out there. I didn't see any of that within these comments. But we all know, if it was the other way around, as an example, Serena Williams, we know they dragged her and called her the bed, I hate that word, but the word that they call her, and people are still talking about her to this day. And also Sierra as well. But I find it very interesting that, I go on a lot of different people's platform and listen to what they have to say, but I do see the hypocrisy within the male gender, where you have these men laughing, high-fiving, making jokes, and finding it funny when it is a translucent female with a melanated man, but the other way around, it's not funny. You know, she's every name in the book. It's making me feel some type of way, but I'll go ahead and leave it right here. I didn't mean for this to be so long, but it just is interesting, the response to a woman who is all about the destruction of us as a collective, and you have men that are a part of our group that they want to destroy. They're upholding it. They're upholding these people. They're upholding the women. They're upholding the system. And I think it's sad, but you go ahead and leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.